How are we going to go through it? I wonder if I have. You know what? I think I do, actually. In my other kit. Because these will go through the wall. Yeah. Okay, we got some smaller screws here. What do we got here? We got new bathtub, yes. Yes, new bathtub. So, now, I'm going to put this cardboard in here. Just because when you're leveling these things, you want to level not here, but on this lip. There's a lip on the tub. This lip is where you want to level. Because the tub is contoured to drain water into it. So let's see what we got.
And I've been working at that spot for like fucking like a year and some, right? And mind you, I don't work there, and like if I was when I work there every day, I work at like
So let's put a screw here.
Cutting down your shifts and here and then like are you working there, like what's going on? Listen, like, what I do when I'm not working there has none of it. You know what I mean? So like I'm like, why are you trying to bitch right now? No, it's like so Jen has been
There.
yeah. And it's like, so I'm like, well, I don't know what you're trying to make a big deal out of me working somewhere else.
Let's shim. So there's feet underneath the tub.
Up there,
This has to shim up slightly. I could actually even, because when I put the tub in, I put a 2x4 rail there. I think I could actually just shove, shim, right in that corner. And that brought us, shove up a little more.
Just don't tell her anything about like just don't tell her about like
looks high. Oh my god, this is such a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah, yeah. Because I'm like, I don't even understand what it is but I'm over it. Like, it's all my fault that I'm literally not making
That's saying.
And no, why would I come in today and waste my time, my money, and my fuel to come in and not make any fucking money? You know what I mean? I drive an hour in, and I work when I'm not working there. Like if I'm not working there during the day, at nighttime when I get off shift, I go and I work there. Yeah, and then they calculate everything. Not a fucking cent. So you see where I'm coming from? Like, why am I don't know what you're trying to do. Because I have 2 kids that I need to keep. Exactly. And like, I'm self-employed, so... Yeah, like, what are you doing? No, you are. I don't fucking understand it either. Because I'm like, what are you even bitching about? If you don't pay my bills, you don't pay my rent, you don't pay... Yeah, like, actually, and it's like, so she's literally just down here.
Right.
And? Like, actually, what's the big deal? Yeah, like, I have people that I have to do. Exactly, so... Exactly, and I'm self-employed, like, there's yeah, I can do what I want to do. Yeah, so I don't even understand why I can't do it, because it's so bad. Yeah, like, and I know that, like, I can't work at another place in Red Deer because of Paramore's rules, but I'm literally, they're 2 separate cities. 2 separate fucking cities. But now she's all pissy. She's probably gonna fire me. But, oh yeah, she'll probably fire me over it. But I don't really care because realistically, I make more money at Paramore. So, she can get mad all she wants.
Perfect.
This is just crazy. Yeah, like, and then, like, no, you don't have to tell people, like, I come up from my shifts and I make fucking money. I was like, I also need to make money. Like, I didn't make any money yesterday. And she's like, well, I need girls today. Okay, but it's Saturday. It's fucking Saturday. And I work Sundays. So you expect me to work for you all weekend, drive in, not make any money, and then what? Yeah. Like, heaven for fucking bed.
Okay, I'm pretty sure this is good. Yeah.
Well, exactly. And that's why I look at it like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing wrong, actually?
Huh.
Yeah, it's so irritating that she's just like in my fucking face and everything. Yeah, well, she's like, and then like she's trying to say, she's like, well, you need to like never do anything with yourself, never blah 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 blah. I don't wear makeup ever, never wear makeup. So I don't understand And they're the exact same pictures that I use in journal. Because it's not fucking fair. Like, I can't. It's not like. Because I'm dropping shit there. But, like, okay, I can't work somewhere where I'm not making any money. And okay, like, yeah, I don't get called up, but at the same time, not one person came in yesterday. Why would I do anything? And like she was like about yeah, she's like what happens in your personal life affects my business. It doesn't. It really doesn't.
Alright. Now that we got that,
Yeah.
what do we got here?
So, and then, yeah, and like, I don't need to tell
That
you.
works perfect. 16 on center.
Get all those drug tests, and we have to sign contracts. Oh, I'm not really doing that. So, I've been looking for the don't think I'm ready. Yeah, don't do that. Because I'm like, they're gonna be like, I don't want April to be like, oh, you're giving fucking just, like, if anything, like, you know, I don't know, I'm just talking like you. But I just want April to get I would never, like, it's not like I'm trying to fuck anybody over. I'm just fucking work. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Nobody else takes my way. Nobody else takes Mind your business. Literally, I can do whatever I want. Exactly. Like, I literally am self-employed. I come to work there. I go to work everywhere else. Like, whatever, wherever I need to be, I go to work. Yeah, and if I don't want to work that day, if I don't want to work, then I shouldn't have to like forcing me to work if I don't want to work. Especially for the fact that I'm not making any fucking money. Like I'm not making any money. So yeah, I was just wondering like what the hell she said. And what she didn't ask any more questions. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, what do we got here? Got some comments. Let's see what we got going on. Oh wow, there's a lot of comments. Vincent Tamirs says hello. Hello, hi. New bathroom, yes, in progress.
You know I've been working right here for half of the month.
And then what else?
There is none of your business.
They make clips that you are going to wish you had used them when you put the drywall and cement board on and mortar on the tub. I'm not doing any of that. I'm putting in the backer. Did you make it big enough? The hole in the floor. Did you make it big enough? Yeah, everything's hooked up. Okay, cement. Crack kills. What else do we got here? We got Amir. Where is that vent from? The vent. I don't know what vent you're talking about. The vent. The tub. Why 2x3 instead of 2x6? Because there's not enough room. 2x6. Yeah, I know. What else do we got here? If you don't know what you're doing, it's best to do it quickly and not show anybody what is going on to be inspected, because that's a trailer. Oh yeah. So this guy's been watching. A solo soldier, because it's a trailer. That's why. Hi to everyone else. Yeah, I didn't put the 2x6. I'm assuming you're talking about the 2x6 for the plumbing, right? Because it's such a small 2x3, I'm going to actually cap the back and then put the water diverter on. But I had to hook up the tub, screw the tub in place, make sure everything's working good. So that's kind of what we're doing here. I'm going to grab the top part of this.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's my decision. It's my choice. It's my body. So, right? Because I can't deal with this drama. I'm about to go into this cupboard right now.
this is the back part. Look at that, eh? Almost tight. But it works. All before. Alright, let's grab a couple more screws. did I just do that?
Oh, I'm so weird. I just want to make myself fly. Look at this fan. There's a little pink fan. It's like kind of pink panel. I'm wondering if I should put the girl snacks in this corner, but then I'm like, no, maybe I shouldn't. In there. Yeah, I just talked to my photographer. I just talked to her. And like, they already knew you as their lead. And they're like, oh, they already knew that. So they're trying to. And she's like, you posted it like there's 19 hours ago. Like, and I went to work all day. And I didn't fucking make any money. So yeah. And like actually, and fuck. Yeah. Wow. But I've been working there for less, like, staying right here all the whole time. No.
Huh.
I have all these fucking.
It would look like that. Well, properly.
I wonder what I should put.
Where?
Because I have this empty cupboard. But I have all these cups. I already did. I do not. Well, the dog doesn't do that. I know that's my problem. Is obviously for me everything that way. No, I don't. Yes, Mom. I know. Jesus, hold on.
I wonder if I'm going to loosen the top a little. Oh yeah, the top's a little low. Let's. Where did I put
Honestly,
that
I
drill?
really don't care if she fires me. I would rather work all day. So.
Here we are with the drill.
Yes, I'm cutting down my shifts because I waste my money going there. Why is this not working?
tub's level, but this wall is leaning in a little bit, or out. So we're going to use these shims.
Did they take any of it?
Oh, it's got in the bathroom.
Oh, did you just put it on the curb or?
No, we
Just
can
wait.
put it in my
Okay.
We're just waiting.
So that
Because we should
should sit pretty good.
so many, okay. It's okay.
Yeah, let's do that. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Go bring this around. Go up to Randy's. Yeah, we can have that. She doesn't even need it.
You don't even use it. Then can Abby have it? Can Abby have it then?
Randy, answer her!
Because Mom said.
You don't even use it.
What? No? Sen, it's it.
Yes or no? You don't use it. Yeah, you can have it, Abby. She doesn't use it anyway. It's literally been sitting in the back of my freaking thing.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Close my gate.
You.
Close my gate. Close her gate. Hold on.
Alright, that's that part done. So now we've got the tub surround, because it basically goes on with no drywall. I'm going to put this one in after I put all the plumbing in here. But we've got we had to go with a different kind of overflow because of the curve. This metal actually will form to the tub, where before we had an issue where we had a gap between the old school. You got the foot pressing drain, and basically I'm gonna throw this in just to show you what it looks like.
Come back and get it.
So that's gonna sit like that.
I know, she's so
But we have to cut.
What?
We're gonna have to cut off
Yes.
this lip
Yeah.
because we can't extend the wall farther because we'll lose on the toilet.
They all are.
That's gonna work. Alright. That's temporarily done now. I can remove these blocks from the face. We got these blocks in the front here. Front of the tub. Yeah, don't worry.
Like I'm actually so advocating. Oh, they're coming right back now. They're gonna bring it here. It's just a good one. I don't know how the good one is.
Alright. Alright, so temporarily I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna work on that plumbing after. We're gonna get drywall up on this side. I'll throw that stud in. I'm gonna run that drywall.
I don't know what I should do. It's funny.
Alright, let's get what we don't need out of here. Yeah, one more thing. We need to throw all the insulation underneath. Got a bunch of insulation left here. Let me get this organized here. There's that gorgeous animal, like always. So now we got access on this side. I'm gonna put a bunch of stuff away that we're not gonna need. Cool.
Okay, get that back to grandma. Oh.
Okay, so we can throw our spray foam under those feet. There's some feet back there. Let me grab the blower.
Trying to freaking find it there. Waiting for the freaking call.
What call?
It'll work. Drama.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, I found it over here.
I was looking for it. I was like,
Yeah.
how did I lose one between your house and home?
No, it's like I organized the under here. The girl has a mess.
Ah.
What do you need for
Alright, I got the blower, need a battery. One battery. Blow up to the other side. We can put some shims
I'll fix it.
under here.
Because that would brand it.
I'm gonna move this over here. Maybe you guys will get a better view of what's going on. I'm just gonna have this stuff here. Move this over here.
You have fresh air.
Alright. So I got these shims. I'm gonna glue, 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 and then glue. And then slip it under this foot here and back.
There's a dandelion on the floor. I'll put it with the rest of them.
Yeah, for a little bit. I got it in there. Yeah, hold on more.
I think she said yes for longer.
Oh no, you guys can go chill.
Okay.
Hold on, Sally. Yeah, they probably do. I'm just trying to get my fucking drawer empty. So I can clean it out. I guess I'll put them outside. 1 second, hold on. Hold on, Mom.
Chunks, go lay down.
George, what I told you to, let the dogs out. What? No, let my dog out. Hold on, Mom.
Alright, so
Okay, hold on.
let me show you what we just did here. Solo Soldier. Did I just get goo? Had some of this fucking black tar shit on my fingers. So this is what we did. We wedged everything. Technically you can break this off, but you don't have to. Spray foamed it. Spray foamed it up top here. So it bonds to that 2x4 that we put in as a leveling plate. And then we spray foamed the tub to this backing. And you have just enough shims to do the other side. So I'm just going to put these on the other side. We're going to go over here. I wonder if we're just going to finish shimming everything. And yeah, compared to the rotten tub that was here, this is like 1,000 times better. I distinctly remember being able to push my finger through the wall. And later when I have some more time, I'll do a highlight of everything into one video. So you guys who've been watching can witness the painstaking work that was done here. We still have to caulk all these corners. So we'll put some painter's tape down all the way around, all the way down, all the way down and around. And then we can caulk it, smear it in, then peel the tape so we get a nice clean bead over there. So let's get this. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set up the little tripod for you guys to be able to kind of watch alongside what I'm doing. I just got to undo my light, which I was just wondering, where am I going to get a light to help me with all this? Give me 1 second here. Because doing this, I have to unscrew it off of the tripod. And screw it onto the tripod. Let me set the phone down for a second here. Why is the phone being silly like that? Wow, it's not screwing in. Hang on.
I'm gonna bring more laundry over. I just gotta come get the basket.
Look what I'm doing for you guys. So you can witness what we're doing here. This one's a little tighter space. I probably should have done this for the other space, but let's see if we can make that happen. But from back here, probably we're not going to see too much. Okay, so there's a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel here. Maybe. Oh my god. Dude. Man, I gotta say thanks. You're the second person that has ever donated to this channel. The second, just so you know. Solo soldier. Thank you, brother. Oh, that stud's gonna be right in the way. Okay. This is what I'm gonna do. You might be able to see it better now. You can see that that's right over there. That's where the foot is, right? So this floor is really not very level. But we got to put our shim in right there. And that's going to be interesting to do this. Because I'm probably going to be in the way. So what I do is I put the shim down on the floor. So we take 2 of these big sides. Then we take a thin one. And we slide it in between. So what I'm trying to do is I'll make it so that the thin one is sticking out like this. So we'll shove that right under that foot, and we'll just dry fit it. I may even need another shim, but first, see, we got all this piping sitting here. This is just connected. So that's the cold line. That's the cold line. This is the hot line. But just to get water into the house for now, until we get it set up, I connected all 3 to get it to work. So right now, I'm just going to tack this in place with a clamp. It's really hard to work when the pipes are hanging on your head. Solo Soldier donated $5. Oh boy. Man. I am trying to find some 3/4 clamps. Oh my god. Trying to find. Oh, there they are. I found them. 3/4 clamps. This way we can just kind of throw the we're gonna get these up temporarily. Solo Soldier, the second ever donation to the Texas Mickey Jack channel. Isn't that crazy? Okay, let's just hold that out of the way. I should have done that a long time ago. Bro, I don't know how to. I want to reply. Oh, there we go. Another I can put likes there. I know nothing about how to do the reply. What do we got here? Huh. Channel activity address. Huh. I guess I can only do the hearts and stuff. I was trying to highlight your donation as best as I can, but I'm still learning on this channel. So now that we got that clamped in place, let's get that thing glued in place. Yeah, because there's literally a warp in the floor going this way and this way, so we can only do this 2 ways. I think maybe I can put the camera. I don't know where I can put the camera. It's really in the way. Wherever I put it, I could actually just do this. Look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna give you inside access. Oh. Put that right in the corner. Look at what I'm doing. Yes, I still can't. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll do it here. There. That's a better view. Now you can see what's going on. wearing my wife's hat again. That's hilarious. Yeah, it's my flower arrangement hat. So what I'm gonna do is push these shims until it gets snug under. Actually using the phone to see what I'm doing. Okay. Let's do that. That actually works out good. So
Up. moment?
Good. I'm gonna use that as a garbage bag, by the way.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it in the garbage bag.
I know.
Oh, that's cool. What are those shimmy things?
The feet under the tub are higher than the floor, right? So
Oh, so you have to like.
shim it so that when you step in it, it gives support in the tub, because technically those two blocks are the only thing that hold the tub up aside from this piece of wood I put underneath here.
Oh.
But now, I guess it's too cold for my foam gun.
Will you heat it up?
Painstakingly slow. You'd have to turn the furnace on.
Is the furnace all on?
No, I turned it off because I thought it was crazy slow. So the side with the... We're going to make sure that this tub ends up with no faucets. You just dream of the water.
Okay.
So...
So
That's...
it's strictly on dreams.
Yeah. This tub runs on dreams, hopes and dreams.
Sounds like your brother.
Why? He runs on hopes and dreams?
Literally.
Hail Marys he's throwing to himself, but he's not fast enough to run to the other end to catch him?
Yeah. Basically.
Sounds like my brother.
Uh-huh.
Yo, listen to me, bro. I tried to teach you.
Right? Sounds about right. Oh,
Thank you, Professor Stupid.
right?
Smart, stupid, but stupid.
Like Felipe.
Yeah. Sorry, this is taking forever for me to put this glue down. I'm actually pre-gluing the shims. And I'm gonna... There's not much room to work in here. Look at how slow this glue gun's going. That's the one problem with this foam glue, is that it literally needs to be at a certain temperature for it to flow properly. It's like watching paint dry. So that's going to be at the bottom. And now I can flip it around. I was hoping to get it. Man, is this ever a pain in the ass here. Now we can... It'd be good if this glue was a little more pliable. Why it's so slow? This is silly. Who likes what? Look, I can literally like do the foam. I feel like I need to throw this in the heat vent for a minute here, while me and the viewers have a chat. All right. Oh my God. That's the one problem with this grate stuff, is it isn't great when it's not to its proper temperature. So, Big Rock, you're wearing your wife's hat again. LOL. Just kidding. No, I'm actually wearing your wife's hat. if you're still here. What else do we got? We got Greased Monkey 7571. How would you shim if one side of the tub is against the outside wall? That's how mine is. And I need a new tub. Thanks. The tube is tub misspelled. Okay, yeah. Pretty much like spray paint has to be heated. You're talking about the glue, yeah. It's weird. The window foam stuff blasts out of these things. But this stuff, man, like it was in the sun and it worked on the other side no problem. But as soon as it got cooler, it literally doesn't want to work. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over to this half wall, turn off the heat all the way up, and we're going to open this vent on the floor here. Put that in the other day. Throw this can in there. And actually, I should clean the end with some spray can cleaner. So I got this spray can cleaner stuff. And we're just gonna clean that end so that when it does get hot, it doesn't dry up. Alright, so Grease Monkey 751 is asking, so if you're I don't know if you're gonna get a tub or if you're trying to shim your tub. Let's say you have a metal tub, right? We're gonna go to this side and I'll give you a little explanation. Wow. Oh, you hear the vent just kicked in. So we're gonna leave that in there. Watch how fast it comes out. Now that we are throwing that in the vent to heat it up. So this is the tub right here. And you're probably going to get an acrylic tub, that's what this is. It's fiberglass acrylic. And they got this wood plate. And technically, the face of the tub sits on the floor, right? And you've got to level your tub using this flange. It's a drywall flange that goes all the way around. And depending on how you install this, like this one was being installed with this tub surround kit, so I didn't need the clips, because another viewer was saying you can get clips for this, and yeah, you can, he's right. And then that will hold the tub in place, and you have less chance of cracking this when you're putting screws through the face, right? So that's the tub surround going all the way around. And when you come over here, usually your tub has a foot, which is this one here. And when you're installing a new tub, you want to put this 2x4 backer on the wall, so you get whatever measurement you get from here to the floor is kind of how you start, right? But you also want to make sure you're leveling from here to this point here. You install the 2x4 or 1x3 in this case. You screw one end, right? Then you level this board going all the way down. So the whole tub lip sits on this 1.5 inches, which gives it a lot of strength, right? And then, because this floor is out of whack, this floor is not level, that's why I put these shims here. So I just slid shims to fit snug under the feet. So now when you're standing in the tub, the shim is actually carrying the weight and not this backer, but now you have a solid surface from top to bottom. So it's solid here and it's solid there. Yeah, so if you need to put in a new tub, you basically just, if you follow this channel, you could see how I did it, right? This is, you're obviously doing a good vapor barrier with your Acoustiseal in between if it's exterior, right? You want that nice Acoustiseal. Now, when you're in an area like the bedroom, we're going to actually cut this back. We're going to cut this back. Look, there's a screw sitting there. We're going to cut that back. But yeah, if you're installing a new tub, you basically got to make sure you level from the lip, not on the inside of the tub, not on this face, but on this lip here. This lip is what you want level. Because basically what they're doing is when you're installing this tub, right? Oh, give me a second here. When you're installing this tub, like for instance, if this is not level, you're gonna have a really big gap on this end here. Now, I had some issues putting this tub in because this exterior wall couldn't be leveled properly because of the way the house is settled. So I had to push this in towards the house so that this tub surround can sit flatter at the bottom, right? But it's technically nice and square, nice and level. It's just, you always have to kind of work with what you have. So when you're doing your tub, you put your 2x4 in behind. Oh, there's my finger there. In behind underneath, all the way across. You level from this point, then from this point, and then from this point. And now the tub can rest on that 1.5 by 60 piece of wood. It doesn't have to be 60 exactly. It could be a few inches shorter. And then now you have a good stable base. The reason why you're not wanting to level from this part of the tub is because the tub is designed to slope the water back into the tub, right? So like, here's my level, right? If I put my level here, it's going to be at a level because it has to let the water drip back in, right? So that lip back there, it says it's not level. It's sloping back this way, but that's because the water has to go this way. But if I put it on that lip, it's level. So the tub is designed to drain the water back into the tub. You just subscribed. Thanks, brother. Good job. We do a lot of stuff here, right? Like, this is not just a construction channel. It's kind of like a vlog of my life and my dog's life. I was thinking about that today. Like when we built this wall, all these studs are custom made to fit in here. Like, this is a 2 by 2.5, 2 inches by 3/4 width, where it used to be 1.5 inches, but it wouldn't fit in this area. We have a jog in the wall so we can fit the plumbing properly here, right? Because we got this guy that's right tight. We could have just done a full 2x6 wall, which is 5.5 inches, but we ended up cutting these studs down to 4.5 because we didn't want to lose any more space coming in. And so we had to also square a lot of these walls in the existing house. We've redone the floor from here all the way back. And we got to install this stud now. Throw some drywalling up, which you're going to witness today, us do that. You're all about DIY, Grease Monkey. Same here, brother. I was a framer by trade. I used to build houses for a living, like actual framing houses. And I kind of got out of that and got into the renovation side of things. But before I did that, I did fire and flood restoration. So I have extensive knowledge on not only to build the structure and frame of the house, which is technically the most important part. I have the knowledge of mudding, taping, drywalling, framing, all that stuff, right? And one of the keys to doing mudding, number one key, and people are going to think, oh, I got a bunch of pieces of drywall and I'm going to build this wall because it's cheaper to use up these pieces. But in turn, what you're doing is you're actually creating extra work for yourself. Like this wall is 10 foot 6 inches, I think, or 11 inches. So it's almost 11 feet, but under 12 feet. And so let's say I did an 8-foot sheet, which would land here. And then from there, I did a piece. So that means I have a butt joint right there. But I don't on this wall because I went and I bought a 12-foot sheet and I cut it down. I wasted 8 inches of the sheet just so I wouldn't have a joint. The only joint I have is this joint and this joint going up. Now the other thing we're going to have is to deal with the fact, because this is a trailer and we got space, we can't really get the drywall tight. So we ended up going and getting tearaway strip. So once I install this stud, I'm literally just going to drywall this wall and then throw mud on it so it can dry. Now we've basically got all of our tub in properly. Now I'm pretty sure this can is warm enough. We can turn this down from 30. Watch how fast. Oh, I can feel the handles even hot. It's hot. All right, let's get back here. Let's finish what we started.
Ready?
So this thing's just gonna come shooting out now. Look at this. So I just want to make sure that this thing doesn't move. So I'm even doing spray foam under the feet so that won't move. Wait, 1 second here. No. I actually hit the wrong button. Now, what I'm going to also do is up top here, as far as I can get in there, spray foam that block and the tub to that block. See how much better that spray foam works now. So now that foot is covered in glue, it's never going to move. And I'm not going to do any spray foaming here because another thing we have to do is, see, we have this nailer here. Well, from the center of your toilet to the closest wall on the inside of your house, you need to have 17 inches in between. And from the back to the center of the toilet to the wall, it should be 13. When we started doing the toilet, we could only put it here. We couldn't move this. So now we're going to cut this off and we're going to slide our drywall so it's flush here and all the way up. And then we're going to notch another piece of wood to go around these grooves and we're going to glue that in place. And that's going to sit there forever. I'm going to throw a little glue in that corner there. There. Now we're good. Alright, all that's done. We're going to set up another, and that furnace is still going now. I'm going to have to basically cut one of these studs down. And we're going to install the stud and then just throw drywall on. Throw some mud. Another thing I like to do is mark out my studs on the drywall so it's good to go right away. So when you hang your sheets, everything lines up perfectly, right? See how that all symmetrical looks good? What do we got here? Let's see these. Just subscribed. I'm all about DIY. Bathroom is missing a wall. What? Yeah, we're not done because we still have to rip up the floor. So we're doing this in sections. So we've replaced all this floor underneath where the dog is to the exterior. All this floor through here. You can even see outside there because the floor goes underneath. And that side is rotten where this wall is. So we gotta take this wall out. And since our 8-foot sheet lands on that joist, we don't want to have a seam all the way through on the same spot. So the next sheet goes from that joist all the way past this wall. So we can put another 8-foot sheet and then another 8-foot sheet and then finish building this wall and then this wall going through. Put the hot water tank back where it's got to go and we're good to go.
Abby, I give up!
So right now, I'm just going to set up the tripod and get ready to cut this stud behind me where those wires are hanging. And this way, you guys can see what's going on. So that's the tripod, the eagle's nest that you guys watch from. Now, let me switch the camera angle. Hopefully YouTube doesn't shut me out because it does that when I go back and forth too much. But let's quickly read some of these comments here. Bathroom. I'm a mechanic, but not great at home renovations. Well, if you go through any of the videos I've posted about construction, which there's a lot of different videos on the channel. Maybe I should organize it and do something about a section for home construction, a section dog walks, and a section video collabs and commentating. You're going to see a lot of different stuff on this channel, but mostly it's the life of me and my dog and what we're doing in the moment. And if I'm working, guess what? He's here with me. Oh, I can't show you because we've been staying here too. He's right there. Okay. Let's get this happening. So I'm gonna shut this off because that's all done. Oh yeah. Before, here's another thing that you guys might want to do. You see that cavity? One of the best things to do if you have access to your tub like that is to fill it with insulation all around it. Because let's say you're having a bath. Where do you think the heat's going to escape from? Through the tub, right? So if the tub's insulated, it makes it a little bit easier. So let's do this. I'm putting this sweater on because I don't want to get covered in insulation. Well, you know, I got a gorgeous pickle guy. He's my most beautiful dog. And here's the reason why. 'Cause he's Dr. Chunks. Alright, let's move this over here. Alright, now I got all these bits and pieces. Might want to stick. And these are just cut-offs, really. So we're just, instead of throwing it out, why not use it, right? Let me grab some more. You can lay down there, Pitbull. Put some of this insulation in the wall between the bedroom and stuff. Well, just put that in the salvage space. This happened before, and I didn't know it until it happened. So, yeah. Well,
Surrounding here. What is this? Is it garbage?
okay. So because I don't want my dog breathing in any insulation, I'm just gonna go put him in the truck. If you give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Like I said, truck, and he's already like, okay, I'll go. Come on.
So is this garbage or is this what? Please do then. Sorry, Bill. Oh, shit. More insulation. So are you putting like the drywall on this side and that side, or
No, only this
just
side.
this side?
Yeah. I'm not even gonna cut out the plugs right now. I'm just gonna throw the drywall up over, hang it 4 inches, and then throw some mud on it. So while I'm working on this side, that can dry. And then come back and do another coat. Because you gotta put the tearaway strip and do the paper corners. But you have metal corners. I might use one of those for there, just because of shifting and stuff. But first, we gotta fill all the gaps with any confill, which is like a hardened, fibrous mud.
What about all the nails that are sticking out?
Those are gonna get pulled out.
Oh,
I don't use my screw gun to pull them out. I use the drill to do it. So when I'm about to mud, I'm gonna pull all those screws, hit them in, and then do the mudding.
so you're gonna insulate this wall
Yeah,
and like.
and then this one I can actually insulate from the other side.
Okay.
I can't insulate this one here. So I'm gonna throw a couple bats underneath here of insulation to grab this 2x6 stuff, and then close the wall.
I'm gonna continue cleaning my kitchen.
Okay.
Is this yours?
What? What is it?
That's yours? Is this the one that you got for adapter charger? Is this the one that you got for your thing?
I never got one. What is it? Check it. Alright, now we basically got everything out of the way that shouldn't get covered in insulation. Alright. One more thing we need to do this. There's a lot of transitioning going on, right? Like when you're doing different shit. Let's see, we got some more people here in the comments. Now I'm ready. This is the 2x6 insulation. You really should even be wearing gloves, which I will because they're sitting right here. And you'll see in a lot of videos I don't do this, but it's just best practice. So if you don't pull the bag off completely, you can almost reseal the bag, like I have several times. And you just grab a couple of pieces out of the middle. If you wiggle it out, see how that is? I'm gonna grab that one too. And then just turn it back over. Then later, you can reseal that with some tape around it. But I know I'm only gonna need a few pieces. You know what? I'm gonna push this all the way to the other end and then fill it in. Because it's gonna be easier to do this side. this is the other stuff. And use this on the other side.
Is that your phone doing noise? Just put it down. So loud. What? That's frickin' cord. Pull my phone into the dog water. Stop.
All right. So basically, when you're doing this, you want, I don't know if you noticed, I cut these ones, and what I would do is I put the insulation in the stud, and I would put my knife on the stud and cut down the middle. That's what gave me that perfect cut. So right now, I'm going to go on the other side, finish insulating that, and then we're done with the insulation aside from putting some in this wall here. We could actually put these ones in just because we have backing right there already, and it's easier to put it in before we throw the sheets up. There, so we got all this extra scrap that we can throw. Let's set this up over here now. All right. Let's just throw a couple more pieces in here just because of this back one.
It's just in there?
Huh?
It's just in there, it's just standing on its own?
What?
That's a position?
Yeah, I cut it.
Oh. Oh, that's cool.
Now, when the birds are chirping in the morning,
Won't fucking hear them.
you won't hear it as much. Because number one, you still don't have the door.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, at least I won't be fucking in there. Take it. Interesting. Lord, get this out of here. Everything on your kitchen table.
Oh. Isn't that crazy? There's only 2 pieces left. All right. All right. Now, we've got all this stuff insulated. We're gonna cut this stud and put that stud in and throw some. Well, just so you know, I switched too many times back and forth. Just so you know, it's not about getting the bathroom warm. It's actually to deaden the sound, but also to keep the tub warm so it doesn't leak out heat. So that's one reason why we did it the way we did it. Now, I could take my sweater off so I'm not covered in insulation. I'm gonna go grab that table saw. So much stuff in the way right now. Crazy. Okay, what do we need? We're gonna need our drywall gun. So we got our drywall gun. Alright. Tape measure. We don't need a router right away. Got my drywall gun. Let me get the battery off of this. What do we got here? What's he saying he agrees to? Who's that solo soldier? He's still in the room. What a soldier. Hey, just so you guys know, Solo Soldier donated $5 today. Second person to ever donate any money to this channel. Amazing. So yeah, we got my gun right there. We're gonna have to measure our sheet because we might as well kill as many birds with one stone as we can here. This brainwashing fucking music though drives me crazy. Can't hear it here. Alright. So I'm gonna measure. Go 4 inches. That's actually nice to be
She always
down.
smiles with her friends.
125. So it's bigger than 10. So what we're gonna have to do here is on this side of the wall, we're gonna have to put a piece 13 3/4. An overhang and 13 3/4 at the bottom. So our pieces are gonna be
Can you just hold on?
45 and a half. I cut this one too short before. See, 45 3/4.
You want me? I'll put these dishes away.
Oh, I think I just cut it short last time, the bottom shape. So this one's 45. Should be 45 and a half. So 44 and 3/4. Yeah. 44 and 3/4 is what we're gonna cut both sheets. And I don't know if you know this, but that seam, that factory edge, this usually has a dip. And when you're doing joints at the top of the ceiling, you want to cut off this dip so that you get a nice 90 corner when you're using your flusher and stuff. So, anyways, so we got 44 and 3/4 top and bottom. Let's take you guys out. I agree, EG. Let's take you guys out outside and we'll cut our studs and everything else. Cut our studs outside. Bikes everywhere. Stuff everywhere. Alright, I think we're gonna set up the camera right here because from here the drywall stack is right here. So I'm going to set the table saw up right here somewhere. dance for me, whoa, whoa, whoa. Just gonna double check that stud length. We might as well get the drywall ready too while we're here. Two 10s I need are all the way at the bottom. That seems to be fun. There's only 4 of them. You know what? We'll just do it at 8. Yeah, 'cause if I do it at 8, it's gonna be. I'm gonna have 2 seams no matter what.
Oh, I guess you can go. Yeah.
No, I don't. Because I'm professional.
I just need 32. You need 1 for around the tub. I'm gonna run inside. I'm just gonna take a quick measurement. $94. Let's see. If I go 94 this way. gotta check something quick. So the way I plan this is I always want a factory edge running into another factory edge, where I can hide the cutoffs, like in the corners and on the ends, because I'll either put tape or a corner bead there. So this is going to be the top of the wall. So we cut our 44. I'm going to go 44 and 5/8. That way we're not tight against the floor. Just a little bit above. Don't have a rasp, you can always use your hammer. If you do have a rasp, you can use that tip. So, I'm going to need this sheet. 5, 6, 8. So because this isn't an exterior wall, we're not going to use as many screws. We're going to use glue. And what I'm going to do is put a screw like 6 inches away from the middle, 6 inches away from there, on every other stud or every stud, because the glue, once it bonds, it's gonna adhere well. So we're obviously gonna put a screw on the end in there. So we're using less screws. You get a better bond on the drywall and less mudding too. So since I'm here, I am going to need to put up something for the shower. So that's going to be the same thing, except how we had that shower, what do you want to call it, tub surround. We're going to have to notch the sheet around the tub surround. So I'm going to go take a quick measurement of that. Let's show you guys what we got going on here. So we're only going to drywall this section around the tub. So this one I'm just going to do a stand up and then put a piece and strip around. Because this is close to the tub, I'm going to use blue drywall here and a strip around here. So we've got full piece at 31. So if I cut at 31, I can actually 31 and 15 3/4. It's my writing block. Just because that was tight. Let's go 30 and 7. 30 and 7/8. That's gonna work. 30 and 7, and then our height on this is gonna be 89 and a half. And then 15 and 3/4. center. And this is gonna need strips at like 9.5 there, 9 3/4 there, 9 1/4 there, 9 5/8. Four. 32. 35.5.
Ben? What? Put it in here.
Mom, Sam's keeping these in her room.
Where's the... Oh yeah. I realized Solo Soldier is still soldiering on watching this video. Attaboy. So I'm going to, because we've been going for 3 hours now, I'm going to end this live and restart it and just label it as drywall. So if you guys want to join me, on this journey, this drywall journey, Texas Mickey Jack doing drywall, I'm going to open up another live right away about drywall, because this is a 3-hour video and nobody's going to watch the full 3 hours. So I got to break it up into smaller segments. I should have done it earlier, but I had such great viewers watching, especially Solo Soldier with his donation. Thank you, brother. I'm going to end the live now. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And I'm going to restart it right away. So make sure to come join, or see you until next time. We'll see you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for sharing. Most of all, stay authentic. Thank you guys. Off to the next live. Bye.